What's up, chat? Just put this correctly. Just display this correctly. Okay. One more day of grinding. Let's hope that today is a good day so that we can actually move up to 50 NL and finish the challenge. And let me just start intuitive tables so that everything is correct. Okay. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Let's start our day here. I think that this might be a call here. And I am just going to overbet this one on the turn. Well, he actually jams. Nice hand. This might not being able to reduce the sound. My headphones. Yeah. Just check all this one. Why I'm not being able to reduce my sound? Okay. Let's concentrate. Going to 4-bet the ace queen here. Guy calls. I'm going 25 here. I'm also going to 4-bet the ace4 on this roll. And guess I'm going for the 25 again on the ace queen. And on the ace 4 I just check. Yeah, I will just check the river. And check all, obviously, we can't fold now. Yeah, we can't really fold. Unfortunately, as ace king, that's part of life, guys. Guys, let me know if you're hearing this. Please let me know if the sound is okay, if you can hear the music and my voice, please. Very small 3-bet here with the ace check off. Guess I call 1. He checks. I'm going to bet. It's fine to bet, it's fine to check. Both options are completely fine. Check calls. Yeah, once he check calls, I'm going to continue a lot here. Double gut shot, I'm going to check raise. On this turn I will block very small here. I'm going to call the ace king. Yeah, I guess I just jam the ace jack here. And kind of the same thing for the ace king here. Ace queen. I don't mind double barreling, but not with these suits. Well, yeah, not. These suits are kind of a mixed bag because they have good suits and bad suits. Queen of clubs is bad, ace of hearts is good. So it's kind of a mixed bag there. Yeah, I will just give up the ace queen now. I think he has a lot of tens and all of that, but well, that's not folding definitely. So you can see how we unblock that kind of end with the ace of hearts, but queen of clubs is not great. Not blocking the king X. Waiting for the raise with the sevens here. That's a misclick. And yeah, we just shove the sevens, obviously. Bit too big with the ace queen here. Call again the ace7. This is a call against that sizing actually. So I actually don't like that sizing. Guy 4 bets, I will just shove, and the reason is that his 3 bet is very low. And so I will just shove the aces anyways. Wow, he actually folds, which is very surprising to me. Which is actually very, very surprising. Here we can bet, we can check. I will actually, if we bet, we start with an overbet, and I don't mind it with this one. See if the stream is working correctly, guys. Just make sure. Just making sure. Seems like it is. Hello, Jeremy. So are you winning pre-rake back? The stats on screen don't take rake into account, do they? Yes, they do. But the stats are not completely correct. But they do take rake into account. You can type exclamation mark progress, and you can see the correct graph on Poker Tracker. The only thing that doesn't take into account is the poker craft, not the challenge info. But that challenge information is not completely accurate, because there's some kind of error on GG's part where they just it's somehow miscalculated. But you can see the true results. Yeah, exactly, just like you typed. Exactly that, bro. Welcome. Nice check here against off pot. I guess I call. We bluffed this one. Yeah, I just don't think we bluff. Even though, yeah, against the regulation, I don't like bluffing this line too much. By the way, keep in mind that my results at 25 have been very, very influenced by variance. So I do believe, it's not believe, it's actually factual that I'm winning it more. And that's why I continue on 25 now, because I want to build a little bit of a higher win rate so that I can actually show you guys. This guy bets already big. This is already concerning. Going to call one. Checks. This hand I think just pure checks. Checking back. Yeah. Now we are actually at the bottom of our range, guys. If you think about it, like this is actually the bottom. And so I will actually bluff this one. So hard for him to call this spot, I think. We are very close. Like, this is the bottom, literally. We don't have any worse sense that can call that sizing on the flop. Maybe jacks, like, and jacks is better than tens, so both of those. I really think that we need to bluff that and at some frequency at least, because we are very, very close to the bottom of our range. Guy leads small. I will actually raise here. And I'm going to call against the recreation on the fours here against double sizing. Nice one. Yes, he's going to have value obviously, but calling against this sizing the queen jack. Obviously calling the flop. Obviously calling the turn. That's not a good river. Because recreationals will double barrel the ace king here a little bit too much, and then they have the top pair now. So it's a little bit not great, yeah. Just going to fold against this sizing. This guy 3-bets, now double barrels. I'm going to call again, obviously. We can't really be folding the turn yet. And now on the river is a problem. Well, wow. This is like pretty bad check back. You should jam that then 100%. Because I never have ace king, so I only have like bluff catchers basically. So he actually allowed us to see showdown there. That's absolutely crazy. That is absolutely nuts. I'm actually going to raise the queen 10 here. On a 4 with the queen of diamonds. Just see everything is okay. Guy 4 bets. I'm going to call against this sizing. Not a good flop. Guess I call against this sizing. Yeah, this one I don't barrel, definitely. Guy bets almost pot. Guess I can call because he's only repping like a queen. Okay. I mean, folding is fine also, obviously. I think both options are completely okay. Four bet the aces, pretty standard. This guy calls. On this board we actually go off pot, but I will go slightly smaller, like 40%. Yeah, we're going check call against the recreational here. Not the best river. And he jams. Now I actually fold because he jams. I would call a lot against normal sizings, but once he jams, I just pitch. Guy 4 bets. It seems like a pretty aggressive player pre-flop, so I will just call the aces here. Just going to call the flop. Yeah, this is not actually the best card because, yeah, especially when he checks back immediately. I'm going to check back actually. And now I just go for something like off pot, something like this is fine. Yeah. That snap call. is absolutely crazy. And 75 on this board. 75 on this turn. And yeah, I'm going 75 on the river, even though this starts to get a little bit thin. Just going to 75 here again. Hopefully it doesn't jam. Guys, please let me know if you guys can actually hear me correctly and hear the music and all of that. If you're in chat, do me that favor. Wow, this guy actually check raises. Yeah, we just call here. Not a good turn, obviously. Let me just see this. So he bets again. This really sucks now. Well, I'm going to call one more. Yeah, brick. Okay, checks. I don't think we can value jam. He might still have queen jack and tens here easily, so I'll just check. Yeah, it's the same hand, so. And if he's checking that, it means that he's probably at least sometimes checking the trap, so yeah, jamming doesn't make any sense in my eyes. Man, I guess against some recreationals it might make sense, because they are just check raising and betting too merged, and then they call too much, but... Going to 4-bet on a 5 here, and going for the check with ace-6. And yeah, he bets big. I'm actually going for the check raise with the ace-6 here. Going to 4-bet the kings, obviously. Bluffing the 9-5 against a random. Okay, raises. King Jack on this 19 roll I will bet, but this I don't think is a very frequent one. 78 I will check back this one. Well, I don't mind double barreling. I'll actually double barrel this one. We get there actually, but we can't value bet. And now this guy bets. Might fold check here. We actually get lucky. Rebetting the queens here. This guy bets big on the turn already multi-way. This is very concerning, and we have this guy behind. I mean, this is not a fold, obviously, if we are heads up, but once we are multi-way, we have to defend a little bit more careful there. It's a misclick. We can check raise the sixes here. And to raise here the 9-8. Actually, 3-bets the flop, I will just call. We have to call in position here. Certainly. King Queen here becomes a little bit thin on the river, to be quite honest. Yeah, I will just check back, but yeah. The reason I check back here is that I don't think they will call enough with these types of hands. I might be wrong there, and that might be a really big punt to check back. It probably is in theory, but in practice, are they calling that down? I'm not so sure about that, so I don't know. And to raise here the ace 10. This one check, fold, fold. He actually jams. Yeah, this guy's too native for me to call this. Wait, this guy limped? Oh. I didn't see that this guy limped. Let's check the stream. And yeah, I'm going to bluff the Jack 9 here. Jack, this guy leads. I'm going to raise. And the 4-3, yeah, this guy's too needy, I'm just folding. Very poor river here. Yeah, he's going to lead again, isn't he? Knew it. Yeah, now it's very hard to find bluffs, so I will just fold. Yo, Exodus. What up, bro? How you doing? Yeah, we need some fucking juicers today, so that I can actually move up to 50. Finally. Let's fucking go. We need one less juicer so that we can move up. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to bet small against the recreational here. Going to check the turn. And going to check the river. And check calling always. There is no way I can fold here. Unless he goes really big. Oh man, he actually goes pot, guys. What the fuck is this all about, bro? Yeah, but I think I still have to call here. It's kinda close, to be honest. Now it's kinda close, but... yeah. It's very close, to be honest. It's like... really depends on the player, blah 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 blah. It's not like I'm loving it, guys. But, yeah. Yes, recreationals, we just have to put the money in sometimes and not love it every single time. I'm actually going to do something very, very exploitative here on the S4. Raises, that's fine. Just seeing if the stream is working correctly. Guess it is. What's up, chat? Let's get it today. So we 3-bet, we get a cold call here. I'm going to bet small. Do we double barrel this? Because a lot of his cold calling range is yeah, I'm going to double barrel here 8s, even though it looks strange, but I do think that's okay against a large portion of his range. That is pretty cooked here. Wow, this guy just bets pot here, man. Holy shit. I'm going to call one more, but yeah, I'm not. I probably should fold the turn already, guys, to be like, quite honest with you. I'm definitely going to fold the river. Yeah, just folding the river, no problem. This guy bets small, I will check raise. He shouldn't bet small, ever. Guess this is very hard, ace queen here with the queen of clubs. Very, very hard. Guy leads, I will just raise his ass here with the 8-6. Now, well, I do think I'm going for value here with something like an overbet. It's enough. Peter Stutton, what BRM do you follow? 20 stacks for next level to move up. So if you type in exclamation mark disc, sorry man. If you type in exclamation mark challenge, you will see that this challenge is not about like moving up or anything. I actually play higher stakes, but I decided to start streaming, so I decided to do this challenge. I'm actually going to bet small here. Here I'm going off pot, and here, and I'm just going to fold. Yeah, so it's just like a win rate challenge actually. So if I'm beating the current stake after 40k ends, I just move up, right? That's literally the challenge. And so, yeah, we had to call, guys. So many things. Yeah, it's going to have a jack and nines. But so many things missed that we just can't fold this hand, truly. Yeah, we just can't fold this hand, guys, unfortunately. Oh my god, the guy calls deuces on the flop. That's insanity. Really? Guy raises, going to call. So yeah, this challenge is not about bankroll challenge or anything like that. Yeah, I'm going to call the turn. This is pretty weird, not gonna lie. Here, nines. I guess we can call, we can fold. Wow, pretty nice flop. And now they stand just check. Queens we check call probably against the recreational. Going to bet small with the nines here. He goes off pot, I'm going to call the queens. Very nice river. Going to bet small on the nines again. And yeah, we can't fold, guys. Against recreational, this is impossible to fold. It would be a very big mistake to fold here. I'm 100% sure of this. Yep, as you can see. This time, fortunately, right? Fortunately, this time, he had a random hand, right? If he had like an ace, you guys would say, no, but that's a punt. Remember these times, guys, please, because sometimes it will have an ace. But that's not about it. That's about like making a profitable call. Just remember that, please, guys. But yeah, remember those spots because that's important. This time I got lucky. He had a random hand this time, but sometimes he will have an ace. And there I'm going for the bet always after checking back here. Oh, not now, obviously. Now we have showdown value, so we don't need to bluff. Are you going to lead, my friend? Okay, 8-3. Yeah, if he would lead, I think I would call depending on the sizing. Equity jam, when do you move to 50 NL? You have 30 buy-ins now. Bro, it's not about, like I said, bro. It's not about bankroll challenge. This is not a bankroll challenge, guys. This is a win rate challenge. Because if it was a bankroll challenge, I wouldn't be doing this. Bankroll challenge, I wouldn't be doing a bankroll challenge. I'm just trying to show people who are not beating the games, who are still inexperienced, that you can actually beat the games. That's all I'm doing here, guys. It's not a bankroll challenge. It's not about me, because for me it doesn't make sense to play these stakes, personally, because I'm just like I play higher, which means that it doesn't make sense financially for me. I'm just doing this because I like to stream, and I want to show people. I want to show people that you can actually beat these stakes if you put in the effort, and how to beat them, right? You can take some value. Obviously, I'm not doing coaching here or anything like that, but I do think you can take value from this if you like pay attention and all of that, because I'm giving some snippets of knowledge here. I'm going full because, yeah, the people are not generally very aggressive at these stakes. It's one we could check raise. On a 98, I will. Ace 4 against this sizing, I guess we call again, to be honest. And I'm going to X-pot on the Jack 9 here, guys. The bet's small again. This is definitely overbluffed by fish. And I actually think that I'm going to call, even though this looks crazy, but this is definitely overbluffed, so. Okay, so he had the nuts, wow. Yeah, it's overbluffed, don't worry, guys. It's fine. Going to bet for value, but yeah. You take how long to beat an L200, bro? Long time, man. This is also why I'm doing these challenges, to show people that some of the mistakes I made and talk about the mistakes I made along the way. And one of the mistakes I made was actually being too needy with my bankroll management and all of that, and my risk taking, and so wow, this is an overbluff, massive overbluff here. Yeah, took me a few years, man. Not, I think I had the skill before. To be honest, I already had the skill, but I just didn't take any risks in my life, which is bad. Got a phone call, I missed the answer. Basically, the answer is that, like I said, this is not a bankroll challenge. This is just a win rate challenge. Type exclamation mark challenge and you will understand. Like, doesn't make sense for me to be playing this stake, so it's not about the bankroll. It's about like out showing people that you can actually beat these stakes and you can actually make a profit and move up and all of that. This is my goal here. My goal is to show people that you can beat poker. That's the only thing. So I start at like 10 NL, which 10 NL? No, 5 NL. I started at 5 NL, not 10 NL. Yeah, ace. I guess now we put this hand into a bluff actually. Very, very frequently. I would guess. Blocking sevens, blocking ace 7 is fucked basically. How much rake back do you get? 25 now? That's a difficult question. I can tell you that in the challenge we are up. Yeah, at 25 now, I don't know, man. I would guess you can get like on GG if you like play the happy hour and all of that. I guess you can get like 35, 30%, I would say. I don't know. Something like that, man. On GG. There are other sites where you can get more, I think. Against this sizing, we call an A tier, definitely. They both check. I will actually bluff, over bluff this end. I don't care. Oh, we actually get there and now we just value bet. Not like this, I guess. Wow. You sound like Raf Darko? Is that you, Lord? I remember that guy. He was funny. That guy was definitely funny. I don't know if he streams. Does he stream anymore? I mean, I don't follow too much Twitch. What I see is like on YouTube mostly. I remember that guy. But does he stream anymore? I think I didn't see him anymore on YouTube, right? I don't follow too much the streaming thing. Nah, we don't need to bluff this one. This one would be definitely an over bluff. Yeah. We're going to lose like vast majority, but we have other ends. We don't need to bluff there, I guess. Well, we could, right? Because it's an over bluffed spot, overfolded spot, but I'm going to block on this turn. Peter, I play 10 and L on stars right now, and as a German, I pay 25 more rake than the rest of the pool. Well, that sucks, bro. How would you adjust your strategy? Play tighter pre. Because a lot of the 0 EV hands that you play pre are, if you're paying more rake, they stop being profitable, right? And so yeah, you should play tighter. Zanama, you have to play like 1 million, 2 million hands. You can prove you're winning. It could be just variance. You can win or lose. And it can still be variance. Well, that is true. The thing is that if you go into a variance calculator after 40k ends, if you're beating, yeah, you are right. I'm like, but technically you are right, but it's very unlikely that after 40k ends, if you're winning at like a good clip, it's very unlikely that you are losing. Now, technically, yes, it could always be variance, right? But that my point is not to, like to prove that I'm winning, is just to show people that it's actually possible to win. That's the only thing. Obviously, it can always be variance, and I mean, I can't spend my life here playing micro stakes, that's for sure. So for now, this will have to be it. I will actually 3x spot here on the river. Oh, he calls the same. Fuck off. Well, at least we got this guy out of the pot. You took how long to beat NL200? I already answered that. I thought you were playing 40k sample at each stake. Yes, I am, but at 25 NL after the 40k ends, I was break even, so I have to continue. Now I'm winning, but still not enough, so that's why I'm continuing at 25. Yeah, it's kind of the reason why I'm continuing. And again, I'm pretty sure that was variance, right? And there's always variance involved, right? In these small samples, you can't really... Like, it's hard, right? To estimate how much I would win. I'm 100% sure that I'm beating this pool by a good clip, but obviously if I ran pretty poorly, so I was break even after the 4 cans. So yeah, that's why I'm continuing here. And after I'm winning at least 2 BB, so that I'm not here for like 100k ends or more, I will just move up. Oops, that's a misclick. This guy actually raises, I'm going to call. With the 9 of diamonds, now we unblock most of his bluffs. So this is not a bad calling end on the turn. Well, he could have some ace X, not gonna lie. I'm going to check. Yeah. Nice raise by him. I like his raise on the flop. So check, bet. I will call the river. Yeah, check, bet. Yeah, I think that this is overbluffed, so I will call the river here. Oh, it's wrong this time. I'm not sure about this one, actually. Should check that one. I'm going to fold because this guy is just 3-betting 7%, so it's a net. Uh, 20 or 35% with 700k ends. You? Do you mean you add that? Maybe. I don't know, man. I have no clue how much you can get. I would say something between 30 and 40% seems fine on GG. Or 25 and 40, I would say. Something like that. So check. I'm going to overbet this one. I don't think he's going to reopen enough there. This guy check, and now pots. I'm going to call. Nice one. Checking back to king 9, calling this 7 here. Not a good turn. Checking this. Same hand. Yeah, I bet small. This is just very shitty. With the 7 of diamonds, I think we have to continue one. I don't know. Yeah, it goes off pot. I'm just going to fold. Peter, yeah, if I cut all the 0 EV and maybe 0.01. from the GTO Wizard 50NL ranges is ridiculous tight. I'm not saying to cut from the GTO Wizard ranges. Because you shouldn't be playing GTO Wizard ranges against some people, especially at low stakes, because they are overfolding pre-flop. They're not playing correctly pre-flop. The regs, for example, are not defending enough the big blind, not 3-betting enough, which means that those ends actually go up in value. I'm saying play tighter than you would, right? If there was a normal rake, because you should expand your ranges, right? Because people are not defending enough. Well, I will double barrel this one, I wouldn't mind. Like, I'm bet folding basically every single time. He jams, I fold. $1 billion hands or no proof? Yeah. I can't be playing here like all my life, bros. He's going to lead, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're going to lead. Call one more here. Ooh. We get there in a funny way. I do think that I just fold this one. And here I'm going to value bet, obviously. Snap fold. I think the Lord just could not handle the filth that Artis needs. Maybe. Pot, off pot. Yeah, a lot of nets here, for sure. Not sure what's the idea of this, guys. It's like playing like an 8 all day and make points for the leaderboard. That's the plan. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand, guys. You're like the goal should be to improve at poker, right? Your goal shouldn't be to make points at 25 NL for the rake races. Is this guy going to check raise me? Fuck off, you fucking cunt. I'm just going to fold because it's very tight positions. Going to raise on this roll 14 with the queen of clubs. Pretty bad turn in terms of barreling, and the reason is that our value ends like ace-9, ace-8 now diminish a lot. I'm going to check back on a 9-7. Yeah, he checks. I'm actually going for the overbet here. And I'm going something like 150. Nice. I'm going to check back here. Pretty bad river. Now we raise for value the ace-9. Fuck off. 65, going to just check all the 8-5 here. And yeah, we just bluff. Nice hand. Nice hand, mate. Peter, by the way, there is not really advice, like, you're going to have a much lower winner rate than other people. Because of the rake, I mean, this is just obvious. What you can do to minimize that, which, I mean, it won't minimize by a lot, let me tell you that already. But yeah, what you could do is play tighter, obviously. Can check now. And call. Never folding here. But it, like, it won't... It won't be... It won't be great, man. Going to limp this one. I should 4-bet this. Wait for the off pot here. This guy raises, I will call one. I will double barrel here, the ace king. Nice hand. Check. Check. Yeah. I know. Recreational. I will just call. Nice hand. Yeah, it's going to have a hand, but no, recreational doing random shit. I'm just not folding. Going to still value bet the queen of diamonds, but this is kind of thin. That's a misclick. Yeah, it is illegal to play there. Yeah, bro, I got you. Well, I don't know what to tell you, bro. That's fucked up, obviously, like... They are making, like, think about this. They are making the players lose more. Just think about this. They are making the players lose more. By protecting the players, they are making them lose more. How the fuck does this make sense? Please, someone explain to me. Unless the goal is actually not to protect the players. What about that? Because if you want to protect the players, why would you make them lose more by charging them, like, like the government is indirectly charging you rake, right? By charging them more rake, how are you protecting the players? Can I understand this, please? Because I really don't. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's the system we live in. Seems like people don't care. Yeah, I will still over bluff this one. It's kind of an over bluff here, but it's okay. I don't really care. And he's going to call with the jack. Oh, he calls... Okay, so this is a recreational, obviously. I didn't know that. Anyways, even against the recreational, that's fine. How do you protect? Can someone answer this? You want to protect the players, but you make them lose more. Seems like a seems like inconsistent to me, to say the least. Coin poker, and by the way, like, it doesn't matter if they make it illegal because people will still play on the other sides, right? It's just doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to block the 8-7 here. Unlucky. Yes, yeah. It's never folding an ace anyway, so might as well block. Yeah, I'm going to jam. Even though this is a call 100% in theory, this is just under bluff. Like, this guy's a fucking nit. So, yeah. If he folds, I would be very surprised, but he doesn't because he's a nit. And he only has value. Called for betting. Okay, let's hold now. Let's not reward the nit here. Thank you. Thank you. Equity jam, the Lord was lording and he took a break and came back as a sandy. Sounds just like the Lord. Maybe. I'm not gonna say I'm not. Maybe. Who knows? Right? I mean, might be. I'm not gonna say I'm not. This guy leads. Off pot. I'm going to raise for value, I don't care. Do you have a 5? Oh man, what the fuck are you doing? Half pot. Nice hand, mate, I guess. Not value betting ace-8. Nice hand, I guess. Too small. This is the mistake here. I folded too quickly. I mean, if I VPN to GG and take a rake back deal, I am probably paying much less rake on GG than on stars. Also, Germans aren't allowed to get rake back. Oh man. That sounds absolutely insane, bro. Just check one thing here. Wow, okay. I changed something in my settings that shouldn't be happening. I don't mind both routes. Check raising, check call. I don't mind any option, to be honest here. Queen check now. That's a pretty bad river. Yeah, that's an awful river. I don't think I will bluff that one. Well, I will still bluff, but these are not great blockers. Very bad river. Rami, how does extra rakeback even work? Like, where does the money come from? So I also have that deal. If you sign up through me, guys, if you guys want extra rakeback, just contact me on Discord, !Discord. And you can contact me, and I will, if you sign up through me, I will basically get a percentage of the rake you make because you sign up through me, right? And then most of the people are not sending you like if you sign up through them, they are not sending you some rake back, but I will. So if you guys sign up through me, I will send you like half of the money I get, I send you off. So if you guys want to do that, just contact me on Discord and I will get you. Like, this can literally, wow. These deals can literally add like hundreds of dollars each month, depending on the stakes you play. I'm not saying you will get that, but depending if you play a decent stake and if you play decent volume, it definitely adds up to hundreds of dollars each month. So yeah, I think like for zero work, I think it's worth for you to do it. So if any of you guys are interested in that, just contact me on Discord. !Discord, enter the Discord and contact me there. It's definitely worth it. Scott is slow. Why you moved to Malta? I didn't move. I will just stay here until Christmas. A little bit, like until the 14th of December, and then I will go away. I was in Latin America before, but my daughter got sick, and so I actually had to come back to Europe. Do we bluff the ace-9 here, guys? I will actually overbluff a ton here, but I'm going to do it here. The Lord was my favorite streamer. He was hilarious. I loved watching his streams. Yeah, it was a funny guy. I mean, like I said, I followed him on YouTube. I don't watch Twitch too much. Now I watch a little bit more because I'm streaming, right? But before it's not just like a... This is actually a mix between a shove and a 4-bet. I will shove. This time on a 22. Gumption Poker, good luck, bro, crushing it. Thank you, man. Hello, hello. How are you doing, bro? Are you streaming today or what? A7 going check now. Um, yeah, we can't fold here, guys. We can't fold ever, ever, ever in a million years. Nice hand. Well, I actually wouldn't mind betting this hand on the turn, but now I will definitely bluff this one a little bit. Yeah, checking back this, folding against the sizing. Sounds a lot like bullshit to me on the ace queen here. It looks a lot like bullshit to me, so I will call. Okay, he actually has an 8. That's surprising to me. Nice one. On average, I don't think people will use that sizing with a straight, and then it just has too many bluffs there. Or betting the kings, obviously. Well, that board sucks. I'm going for the 10% on this board. This is a call, right? Well, against Under the Gun is a little bit less. Peter, how do you become a rakeback agent though? What do you mean, rakeback agent? I'm not a rakeback agent, I just have some guys that do it for me. I'm not sure how they do it, bro, to be honest. But I worked with them. I don't think this is a bluff in theory. In practice, I will still bluff. Fuck. Ace king, wow. Okay. Yeah, recreational, I'm just going to bet. There is no way I don't bet to river here with the king deuce. Call. This guy leads. I'm going to raise the ace queen. Well, going to bet really small. Could also check. I'm a bit distracted today. I'll check the turn. Let's bet the ace queen here. Fuck, that's a bad river, guys. That's actually a pretty bad, shitty river. I'm actually going to check to see if he bluffs like tens with a heart or something. I'm never folding, obviously. Yeah. Like, it's never calling that anyway, so doesn't really matter if we shove or check against that end, and I don't think multi-way will have too many ace-x. And so he only has those types of hands for the most part, or a better hand than me. I'm actually going to double barrel this one. Check. I will check again the force. No limit all. Good luck today. Thank you very much, sir. And yeah, I'm going to check raise here. That's for sure. Something like this. And this guy overbets on the river. Does this feel a lot like bullshit to me? Or what? I have it marked as aggressive. I'm not sure why. I've never played against this guy if I remember. Yeah, I'm just going to fold anyways. Guy 4 bets, 10-9, is this a call? I guess we can call. Going to pot the king 10 here, calling the 10-9. King of hearts, I just don't bluff. We have a flush draw, going to call obviously. Well, this pair is indifferent. If he checks, I actually think that we should bluff this one. Oh, he goes small again. That's interesting. Does he have something like aces or queens? This seems a lot like it, right? Call. Well, that sucks. Yeah, this one I will raise here for value. Nice hand, I guess. We're betting the kings here. Yeah, that was kind of a juicer. Definitely. Little juicy. Not like a super juicer or anything. Just a little juicy. Guess we can call one, but this is already... This is already not too great, to be honest. Fuck. That's the painful river. Check. We have to check almost all of our range here, I think. Yeah. Sanchez folds. There's nothing else we can do with this hand. I think that now Queen 10 definitely bets for something like off pot. Guy seems really tight. It's always a 4-bet, but against this guy we'll just call. Well, he checks. We should block a lot here. I will still block, even though I would like to bet bigger. But let me just block. Well, gut shot. Guess we call one with a backdoor flush, one overcard. Oops, that's a misclick. Went to pot because this guy's shorter, so we don't need to go as big. Hmm. I will check raise small here, the 9s on a 13. Nice. Getting it through is definitely very good for us. We protect our end and all of that, so. And we raise small because our range is very depolarized there. I want to raise those types of hands for protection. When he bets small, he shouldn't really bet small there. Stand checks. That's a misclick. Checks. On a 35, this board I will overbet or check when he checks. On a 35 I will use this one as a bet. Even though this will check quite frequently, this end specifically. But yeah, it's fine. Wow. Yeah, we just fold this one, but I want to see this. The fuck are you doing? Ace 3, yeah? And he just... Wait, what the fuck was that? He just called a river? What? Dude just called a river? Guys, I don't know what the fuck is happening in these games. What the fuck is that, mate? Oh my fucking god, bro. How do you just call the river? Am I misreading this situation? Yeah, this really sucks. We have to call one with the King of Hearts. King 10 calling the turn. This guy just called the river, bro. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, these games are beatable, guys. I don't know what the fuck that was. But if you're just calling the river there with a full house, in that particular spot, you have lost you have lost the plot, mate. You have just lost your fucking marbles. That is never just a call, mate. Ever. In a million years. Ever. You have lost your fucking marbles completely, guys. That's very bad. Like, this is like... Am I misreading this situation? I'm not. I don't know, bros. What is happening? Don't ask me. Nice hand, I guess. Wow. Oi, oi, oi. Never too careful, man. When the guy literally never has a better hand. Oi, oi, oi. What are you doing, mate? Ugh. Guy just spots. This is pretty weird. This sucks. Don't get me wrong, but this is pretty weird. I will actually fold because having the 10 is such a bad card here. Blocking is very easy bluffs. That, yeah, I just think I fold there. 17 equity jam? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, sir? Well, if flop a top set here, and for the 25, it's going to fold a lot, yeah. Call. I'm nuts. If no, then just call. I mean, yeah, if like that's the effective nuts because the other guy, like the other guy, couldn't have a better full house other than maybe nines. Yeah, probably I could just fold the turn against this fucking net. Or bet the king queen. Like other than nines, I don't think it's possible for the other guy to have a better hand. Literally, yeah, it's not possible because every single other it was ace jack nine, right? Every single other hand is three betting pre. So you have the nuts effectively. You need to raise. I am going to double barrel here for something like 40% the king queen. But I will not triple. I will not triple. Once he calls, I'm out. Nice hand. I think this is a call still on the flop against this sizing. Very close. Against the button. But now we obviously have to bluff as we are very close to the bottom of our range. Going to overbet 2x pot. Our range is like 2 pair plus, so. And shove the ace king suited, pretty standard. On a 92, I will not double barrel. This card is a very high frequency check card, I think, so yeah, just checking. Yeah, he has aces. This is how they beat me, guys. This is how the fuck they beat me. These fucking nits, bro. It's actually insane. It is actually fucking insane. Can we call the 10 of clubs here? I don't think so. Against that sizing, I mean. It's how these motherfuckers beat me, man. Ugh. Fucking nits, bro. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, drop a like, man. If you wanna help out your boy, drop a like. Because YouTube got my channel nuked, I think. Because of the they took some videos of me down, some live streams, and so I think my channel got nuked. They actually sent me an email right now. They have age restricted. Yeah, they have age restricted my shit again. Right now, just received an email. So if you can drop a like, guys, I would really appreciate it. Let me see what's happening. Why can't I go back on my live stream? I wanna go back on my live stream, but I can't. But what's happening with YouTube? Anyways, doesn't really matter. Let me go on Twitch. Call. Of course, this motherfucker had to disconnect when I have kings. Obviously now my range is much stronger when I squeeze here. This sucks. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that my range now is pretty strong. Value bet in the nines. Won't this guy be super light here? Guys, I will just shove here. I don't know, I think that this guy will be super light, so I guess any ace it's okay to shove on a 20 BB. I don't know. Guys, don't follow my advice on splash pots because I have no clue. Still. I didn't study them still. Studying more important stuff, guys. Not the splash pots on Russian cash. Oh man. I do think I can check raise this one occasionally. On a 28 I will. This guy leads. I will call one. Could also raise the S10 here. He donks again. Well, I will just call. Now we check. Yeah. Yeah, you're full of shit, mate. You're full of shit. Pretty bad turn here. Check. Folds. Well, now I will actually block. Oh man. I can check back here, and the sevens I guess we can call, I guess we can fold, both options are fine, calling to the 9. Well, yeah, it's just folding, very very likely. Into pot, we're wrapping a 9. Bet king jack on the 4-bet pot, 25. Well, we get the nuts. It's pretty cool. Guess we just 25 again. We have a lot of combos of bluffs if you think about it. Ace king, ace jack. Well, now I will actually check. Oops, I don't like my check. Fuck, I fucked up here, guys. Oh man, I fucked up so hard. I think we're going to get the money anyways when he tanks here, but I fucked up very, very hard here. Because he should bluff ace 10, but they're not doing that. Very likely. Yeah. I fucked up here, guys. I fucked up. Should just jam. Wow, we bet small. Just folding the S10 here. Yeah, now we jam. Fortunately, we got lucky here. I think yes. Either the same hand or ace jack or queen jack, something like this. Ace jack, yeah. Yeah, we got lucky that he has that end actually. This I don't think my play is very good on the river, exploitatively. I do think that we should check like probably range there. Very very close to like that's a very high frequency check. With our range, at least very high frequency, if not range, because a lot of our range can't do stuff. It's a little bit too big, the ace king here. Anyways, ace too soft, definitely spicy. Need to check that, what you're talking about. Well, we are on the spicy side, so Going to bet small again. This guy's short, I don't care. Is a recreational. Let's see, let me go back. I can go back on Twitch also. Okay, so we get the stack. What end are you talking about, bro? Shit. Stuff is not working very well today, guys. Sorry. Oh my god. Well, there's a lot of wind today outside. They told me Malta had a good weather, guys. I mean, Exodus, Malta is probably better than Lithuania in terms of weather. I'm saying this while you are in like minus 43. I'm just kidding, but yeah. What end are you talking about? What end are you talking about, sir? I have no clue. So we are here, I guess something like this. Ace deuce spicy. Ace deuce off. Let me see. Trying to find the end. Ace deuce off. Let me see that. Let me see that, bro. Let me see that. I can't find it, bro. Sorry. And I can't remember. Also. Guess it was blind versus blind, right? Something like that. I remember some ace deuce blind versus blind. Yeah. Peter, can I deposit and withdraw with PayPal on GG Skins? I don't think so, bro, but you should look into crypto. That's the easiest way to deposit on almost all sites nowadays other than stars. Like stablecoins or Bitcoin, stuff like this. Other than stars, nowadays almost everyone is using that to deposit and withdraw. Okay guys, we're winning today. That's a good part. The bad part is that we're not winning a lot. We are not having those big juicers, you know? The juicers? The big ones? We're not getting those. Just getting the little juicer here and there. Oh. So we're going to 4-bet the kings here. Oh, we have, oops, that's a misclick. We have top set a lot today in the 4-bet pot, Renis. Go and check with the King of Hearts here. On a 57. You bet small. That doesn't make too much sense. I'm actually going to check raise here. Well, I don't want him to check back. That would be pretty bad. Checks. He calls. I'm just going to jam for off pot. I don't care. Like it's folding. Maybe you should check. Yeah. Uh, I'm very unfocused today. Maybe we should check because a lot of his range is so many draws. He has so many draws there on the river. And if he has jacks, we're going to get the money anyways. When he calls turn, his range is a little bit too polarized. Check calling. We have the nuts here against the recreation. I'm going to check. This guy just goes for that. I'm going to check again here. Ah, fuck. Didn't bite. He checks back 10-eye. So yeah. Need water. Not playing. I fold if he jams. I don't know. Oh, the ace deuce on the splash pot. Yeah, that's definitely spicy. For sure, I guess. I don't know, guys. Don't like splash pots are just not for me. I didn't study them, so. Should I call there? Pre-flop doesn't seem too good also, right? Against that side. I don't know. So, should we call? Should we call here? I know, I was just false. And I'm jamming the Jack 9 here. Good reads. We had 2 decent days yesterday and day before. It was like proper Christmas weather with snow and stuff. Okay. Going to bluff the ace-6 here. Against this sizing. Well, this guy seems pretty crazy, so we're going all the way down, guys. Yeah, I'm not folding against a guy playing like this. Call. Well, and we called river. That's all she wrote, guys. If he has better, he has better. Yeah. You can't really fold against crazy people. Ace King. Seems like a good strategy, bro. Peter, no way I touch crypto. I mean, if it's just for depositing there, I don't see any problem with it. But yeah, it's obviously it's always your choice, bro. I'm just saying it's like much easier to move money and all of that, but you can definitely. This guy seems like a recreation, so I'll actually four bet a little bit more, a little bit bigger. 5-4 definitely needs to check. We can value bet. It's too thin. I think. Well, maybe not. It's kind of close. Recreational raises. I will never shove this end. I will just call. I don't like shoving. Call. Oh. That's why 4-bet bigger against recreationals, guys. Hopefully we ult against this guy. Nice. A little bit of a juicer, right? Guys, I told you for like more than 2 weeks, I guess, that I'm playing 25 and L, that I was running bad. That's it, I told you. Now we're winning. We're winning a lot at 25 now. Not a lot, I mean, a little bit. The amount of run bad I've been through, guys, at 25 so far, it's actually absolutely insane. But now we are going back. And this is variance, this is poker, this is how it works. This is very hard, a very hard game. So, yeah. Today we are up about more like 6 buy-ins maybe, I would say. And so you can see, guys, variance is real. Guy raises, I call. He bets again, I will call. And this one I don't mind check raising. Call. Pre-bet river. That sucks. Oh, that sucks, man. I don't understand this small sizing, doesn't make sense at all. Why would you bet small? I'm going to raise, I mean, for value. This one I just fold because this guy's too needy. Oh, obviously I get punished. It is hilarious, man. These games are absolutely hilarious. Oh my god, guys. I don't know, guys. I think these games are beatable, guys. I do think these games are beatable. That's fucking hilarious. Not 3-bet pre, bet small. Yeah, seems like a very good strat. I should call this one, right? As I play higher, I will start shit talking the regs more. Because you shouldn't be playing 25 and L like that. Like 25 and L, bro, it's already like, it's obviously still a very low stake, but I mean, bro, what the fuck are you doing, man? Just going on a 25, I will just go 3 times the pot here on the turn. And I'll check. But I think I should bluff this one actually with the 8. And here I will just shove the 6s when he bets this sizing. Yeah. Well, that's very unlucky for him, obviously. Oh my god. Groovy, thank you for the follow, mate. Groovy, is it a fine line between running bad and not adapting to pool tendencies? Well, that's a total... Let me just start by saying this. That's a totally fair question, and I understand people's skepticism. I shouldn't bet this, I was distracted. Now we have to call. I understand the answer, and that's totally fair skepticism. It's completely, right? Let me just play this hand. I do think I bluff now. Let me check back on a 9-3. The thing is that I played these games already a few years ago, and it's pretty obvious that I was running bad. Like, I just reviewed my hands, every single hand, like the big pots I played and all of that, and it's pretty obvious that I was running like absolute garbage. So it's kind of like, I know because I have a lot of experience in playing this game, right? And so I absolutely know that I was running like trash. And I also played, like, not this game, 25, but 50 NL a few years ago, like I said already. And I was beating it, so it's kind of impossible that... And the pool was not this... The pool was definitely not this soft. Now it's much softer, in my opinion, because there are a lot more players. Like 3 years ago, there were no players like this. The amount of players was much slower. I think it was half than this on GG. And so I totally understand the skepticism of people like saying, oh, but variance is crazy, man. And I know that I'm definitely beating this pool by a decent margin. Now, will I play until I get a very, like, honestly, I would say I'm beating up about 4 blinds if I had to guess, for BB 100. Which for like the Russian, like the fast fold format is definitely not a bad win rate. Obviously I know that I'm beating it, right? And I know that I was running bad because I just revealed the biggest spots and all of that. And it's not only the biggest spots, but yeah, pretty sure. But again, I understand the skepticism, but I have a lot of experience in like playing a lot and all of that, and yeah. And now we are winning, so. It also doesn't mean anything much because the sample size is too small, right? To actually draw conclusions. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like it's basically based. What does it take to acknowledge it? It's basically based on experience. It's based on my experience of playing, of knowing, like how bad I'm running and all of that, and reviewing the biggest stands and all of that. And when you like run, let's say you have like 10 situations where this end would be a fold if he bets big, but not with the sizing. Let's say you run like 10 situations where can we raise? It's a bit thin, right? But this guy is definitely a recreational. So I will just shove. It's a bit thin, not gonna lie. When you run like a situation where you are just losing 10 times, you have ace king, they have aces, I mean, it's just, you can't win. No one can win. And yeah, I mean, I really don't know what to tell you, mate, other than I have like the experience behind it. Yeah, I understand perfectly the skepticism and all of that. And this is why also I'm doing this, right? Show people that it's actually possible. And by the way, I'm playing exactly the same as I was a few days ago when I was running like shit. I didn't change absolutely nothing. So yeah. Up pot. Going to call. Well, that's a pretty good river. That's a crazy good river. Guys, let's put it in. What are my bluffs here? I have no clue. Maybe something like ace queen? Queen jam, here multi-way. Oh no, this is not a good one. And this guy probably had an ace. Oh man. You see, like, you can't escape this. It's like, the thing is that I was running like this for days and days and days and multiple times a day. If you run like this multiple times a day, you can't win. On a deuce sub will actually double barrel even this end. On a 2. That sucks. Okay, so this guy's tanking now. Yeah, I don't bluff this one. We have other hands to bluff. Okay, on an ace I will check. Well, snap check, that sucks. Just overbetting. Nice. Holy shit. The guy actually checks tens on the river? That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that. But okay. Checking back. Well, now we check to send to value bet. Yeah. Wow, what a shit river. What a shitty river, mate. I'm definitely bluffing the king 4 here. 100%. Calling the turn with the S9 here. Wait, oh my god, I didn't realize I had a 4, guys. I didn't realize I had a pair. Yeah, I'm getting distracted. Well, if that's the case, I should probably quit this session. That's pretty bad, obviously. I didn't realize. Oh man, that's pretty fucking bad. Yeah, today I feel distracted actually. Oh, I'm not folding. Even with a bad blocker, I'm not folding this line. Yeah, getting a little bit distracted. I will actually check the results to see what's our win rate now at 25. Yeah, don't do that, guys, with the king 4 there. That was pretty fucking bad. That was pretty terrible. This one's a bit wide. Fold. Okay, let me see the results actually. Stop the music, we will see the results, guys, now. To see if we are actually going up or not. At 25. Well, let me keep the music. Feeling very distracted today, since the start of the session. Feeling very, very distracted. Motherfucker called. Against recreational, I will not bluff here on the river. We should bluff this hand because the 10 got there, which means that we need to bluff some of these. But against the recreational, I'll just not bluff. They're not folding any top pairs there, and we block. Guy check raises, going to call one. Yeah, it's also recreational. Oh, we fold against overbet. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. Guys, let me just download the hands. Just 1 second, guys. Let me just put this here so that you guys can actually see. So Russian cash. Last 24 hours. Played 2.8k. going to download, closing this, going to open Poker Tracker. Just 1 second, guys. Let's see. Get ends. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's select files, not select directory. Okay, so it's importing now. So this is today. Let me not show the red line so that you guys are not aware of what I'm doing. $90 up. I thought we would be up more. Shit. That sucks. So let me see how much we are up at 25. So now we are winning at 1.55. Oh my god. Still have to grind more. Still have to grind more. You can see the huge downswing that we had at 25. Let me just show you this, the graph for 25. Oops, that's 50, 25. Yeah, you can see the huge, like we started very good at 25, more than 10 buy-ins up. But then we lost like more than 20 buy-ins downswinging. Again, variance affects a lot on this, but yeah. We're doing very well now. We are going up finally. So yeah, guys, I'm not sure if I will just take a break a little bit because I feel very distracted. So let me just put a YouTube video for you guys so that I can take a little break. Yeah, let me just put some play and explain. Guys, if you want, subscribe to my YouTube. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Wait, shouldn't this be working? Later? Okay, so this is working now. Let me just put a little bit higher the volume. And
this board for me will be
yeah, let me put this video.
Hello guys, this is Ascent. We heard that
Okay,
this
so
is the graph.
this is 2 months ago, so I was playing my normal games, by the way. So yeah.
But there is a problem with this graph. A giveaway just for my Discord members who joined 6 months before. So onto my weekly results now.
Hey guys, I'll be back.
This is the graph, but there is a problem with this graph is that I used Tripod and Tripod was banned. I think it's temporarily on WPN, which means that I can't use Tripod. So, and that's the only HUD that will track hands on Chico network. So basically, the results are not correct, but I will now show them the correct results here. So week 36. These are the correct results. I get these results by subtracting the initial balance from the final balance and tracking every day. So basically I made about 2.8k before rakeback. This is before rakeback. And I made about 250 in rakeback. So the total is about 3k. I'm not very happy with my hours played. I was on a really good streak here, but now it dropped, so not really happy with that. But I will talk about a bit about that in a bit. So that's basically the results. I played mostly 100NL. So the difference between these results and the graph is that the results here include Chico, and in the graph they don't. So I made about $900 on Chico network. And that's basically it. So my thoughts. So I realized this week that I think that my game was never this strong technically. But my mental game, I never worked on my mental game so far, so I realized that I need to work on it. And now I'm starting to read Mental Game of Poker by Jared Tendler. So this is something that I will be doing because I think that even though like I won like around 30 buy-ins this week playing 100NL, every single session I'm basically tilted, which means that my mental game is definitely not very good. So I need to work on it basically. And I think this is an accumulation of stress and frustration because of my recent downswing. So I think that I have entitlement basically, where I think that I should be playing 200NL or more, but I'm not because of the downswing. So I feel very tilted. So I need to work on this. I think this is all. And now we will be moving on to the live play part of the video. Okay, so let's start the live play video. I brought an RNG here. I will be playing without a HUD just because I really don't have sample on these people. So yeah, the RNG is not really working. Okay. Anyways, so this guy bets big. I mean, I think that on this board we should actually be check calling sometimes this end, but because this guy's probably a recreational. Given the broken stack, I will just check raise given his bigger sizing, but seems like they have nothing. Okay. I will not be playing with the HUD simply because I don't have any sample on these people, so it's indifferent to play with the HUD. So on this board, I will definitely be checking back quite a lot. On a low number, I will bet though. Low number for me is aggressive. So I'll be betting off pot on this board when I bet, but I will not bet very frequently here on these types of boards, and this should develop a leading donking range there. Should be developing donks there, just because that board is so good for him in relation to me. So with the recreational, this end is probably not that open, but with the recreational and on the big blind, I think I will open. So on this board, against the recreational, I'm mainly betting, and I will use a bigger sizing on this board, even though against recreational, I think small sizing is completely fine. Now, this hand will definitely barrel sometimes, so yeah, on an 18 I will barrel. And here I was too distracted, to be honest, so I didn't play the hand correctly. I should bet the flop. I thought I was calling in the big blind. Sorry, guys. I should bet the flop there, definitely. In these videos, I'll be playing a bit looser pre-flop just because I want to play more hands so that we have more action. Um, 8 deuce is not going to cut it. So this board I will definitely be checking back quite a lot, and this time I will definitely check back. Should develop very high frequency probe with a small sizing on this turn. Yeah, I think that's fine, but I think that mainly should be using the small sizing. Simplifying this one to betting 1/4, even though checking is also fine on this board actually. It's not a range bet board, I don't think. Definitely defending against 2.5x. And here out of position, I'm just going to check. Even though against recreational, it's fine to bet this board because they will have too much trash in their range. So this hand will definitely mostly be checking back, but if we roll low enough, I would be betting with a big sizing. Definitely calling here. Can't fold just yet. That's a very bad turn. Bad river, actually. So I think I need to call here against an off pot with a gut shot. And now just bluffing. I think he will ever fold the king or any pair, so it's just trying to make him fold like some random 10-9, queen 10, etc. Ace high. Okay. So this board I will definitely not betting always, but on a 34, going for the off pot on these types of boards. Very bad turn for me, definitely. Nice lead by him on a 76. I will not be raising. And here going for the off pot. And here I'm going to bet again with the pocket tens, and here just folding. And just checking back the pocket tens. No. Here's his king. I think we can value bet definitely. Pocket tens is just too thin. Even on a brick river, I think we can value bet pocket tens there. So this hand, and in theory, is not an open, but here I'm just going to do it. Finding the 5-4 against the sizing, I think it's fine, even though it's probably close. This hand will not check raise very much, but definitely check calling. And I will bet 25% here for value. I think it's fine. And definitely folding against the raise. I don't think people find enough bluffs in this line. Just folding. On position on a monotone board. It snap check back, which means very likely it doesn't have a very strong range. And now I will definitely value bet here. Once he snap checks back twice, I'll value bet small to get called by pocket eights, these kinds of hands. And the ace-9 fold now. This board for me will be a simplification range check, blind versus blind. On the queen, oh, this is interesting, definitely. I think I will bet small, but I don't like it very much, to be honest. This is an interesting situation to check later. Our range, we definitely have a lot of mid pairs, etc., that are looking for protection. At the same time, we also have very strong hands that want to bet big. Like deciding one single sizing is kind of complicated there. These guys are short, otherwise I would be squeezing. Don't want to get check shoved. No, just can't do anything. 87 will be checking back this man. This guy bleeds big, which is okay. Call. And he leads big again, which is interesting, definitely. So betting range here for small sizing. Oh, full. This hand definitely, I don't think, wants to bet quite a lot just because we block pocket eights, we block pocket sevens, we don't block any jack X. So I think this hand will be mostly a check back. And now we go for the bet check bet for sure. And we just need to go for the bet check bet. Even though this hand is not great for the bet check bet, but I think he will have a lot of ace size and he bet bet, which I think should mostly value bet, but that's fine to check. Definitely. This board, I'm going to simplify and check. On this card, I think I would play over bet or check. with his hand definitely checking. And now we definitely value bet for something like 3/4. I think it's fine. Definitely have a lot of value with this hand. Going to a 3-bet. Okay. So I would 3-bet this hand just because every time, just because I'm recording the video, but that's like I mean 3-bets and it's short. I don't think we can do anything. Out of position, folding the ace-9. This guy's very likely a recreational. I'm going to flat just because this guy's in the pot. So I'm going to check our position here. Going to check back. No? Yeah, no, we just can't call here just because this guy bets small, this guy calls. I mean, it's just, it will be very difficult to realize our equity there. And we have the worst hand a lot of the time. Here on the 25, I'm going to bet, even though checking back is fine. This guy check shows, so yeah, I think it was strong there for sure. Not a lot of action right now. So going to open for the video, just play a bit more hands. Interesting spot. Pocket threes with a spade, even though it's against middle position, I think we just need to call one. Like against button is definitely a call, but against middle position is a bit closer just because his range is much stronger. And against the turn barrel, we can't do anything. We check here, just simplifying for the check call with the ace king. Yeah, even against the sizing, I think we just need to call with the backdoor flush with the king of diamonds. Yeah, this is a very annoying, but I think we need to call one more. Very interesting spot. Yeah, now we need to call just like this guy is very likely recreational, even though we will be losing quite a lot, but against the sizing we just can't do anything. Yeah, and he has random, so you can see that people are definitely randomly barreling here. Unfortunate. Let's see what they have. So kings and jacks, okay, nothing special. That guy had 5 deuce suited, so if I was playing these games, I would definitely note that that guy is probably over bluffing a lot of situations, definitely. I would try to mark him somehow and take a note there. Let's 3-bet this one. And here we're not, I don't think we are range betting, but I will simplify for today. And we'll be checking this card. I don't think this hand will be turned into a bluff. And yeah, we can't call here. So this guy, I mean, pretty interesting. I think he should be careful there.
Okay guys, I'm back. But I'm feeling very distracted today, so honestly I will just end the stream here for today. So let me just share again the results because I'm feeling very distracted today, not sure why. So just to share again the results, guys, we won $90, a little bit less than 4 buy-ins. By the way, guys, for anyone curious, since the start of the challenge, we are up $1,176 because I deposited again, as I showed many times here on stream. Well, a bit more because of the rakeback that I'm going to get on Monday, but basically $1,200 with rakeback. This includes rakeback, this includes everything. So yeah, yeah, the number like the number that the challenge shows is not correct. Again, I'm showing you the exact number. This is the number correctly. And yeah, guys, that's it. I will quit.